Hello there, informed beauty. So welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about this, and by this I mean oily skin. So I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to manage oily skin. I don't remember if I did a video on this before. If I did, it must have been some time ago, but let's just say if I did do a video on this, it's an updated version. Okay, as many of you guys know, along with acne, I suffer from oily skin, and a lot of times acne and oily skin go hand in hand. So I do talk a lot about how to manage acne, but I also wanted to take another moment to talk about how to manage oily skin. I do feel that oily skin, all you can do is manage it. I feel like there's no really like getting rid of it, because that's just the way that your skin naturally produces sebum or whatnot. So, and personally for me, I don't want to really get rid of it, because you know, oily skin makes you stay younger looking longer. So I don't necessarily want to get rid of my oily skin, but I do want to just be able to manage it so that I'm not overspilling and I'm not getting more breakouts. Before we jump into this topic, if you are not subscribed, take a moment and hit that subscribe button. I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. as well as we are almost at 10K subscribers. Yes, so make sure you are subscribing, turning on your post notification, and sharing this video. Let's jump into oily skincare tips, okay, or how to, more so let's call this how to manage oily skin, okay? And just some things you can do in your daily, everyday routine throughout the day that is going to help to keep your oils under control. So before we start, this face right here, I've had on my makeup for about, I want to say 3 hours, and as you can already see, I am very shiny in my cheek area and my middle of my forehead. That just seems to be where I am the most oiliest, is my cheek area and right in between my forehead. I don't know what that is, but you see right between my forehead, it just saturates, you know. If I was to turn my head, you do see, like, it's just, I am oily today. I am so oily today. I don't even know what is going on. Like, it's just, my skin is it's just excessively oily today, okay? Which is fine, I'm used to it by now. And it's so funny because people will be like, oh my gosh, you're glowing, what do you use? And I'm like, it's oil. Like, my skin is extremely oily. There's no product that can get you the amount of shine that I have on my face. It's like, it's just, I'm oily. It's just, I'm oily. So that's always funny when people are like, oh my gosh, you're glowing, what are you using? And I'm like, natural sebum. Like, it's nothing else to do. All right, you guys, so let's jump into these tips on how to manage your oily skin. So number one, your best friend is to cleanse, and I mean use cleansing, clarifying products that are going to remove the excess oil that you have on your skin. It is very important that you are washing your face twice a day, especially if you're a makeup wearer at night, removing everything, okay? So just properly cleansing your face is going to help to remove any excessive oil off the skin. It's just going to help to remove all that, so you don't have like that buildup of oil on the skin, which causes you to be excessively shiny, etc., etc. Next, you want to utilize toners and witch hazels in your regimen. Those are going to help to remove any excessive oil, as well as balance out the oils in your skin. Toners, witch hazels should be used after you cleanse your skin, before you moisturize your skin. So it's really important to use a great toner or witch hazel so that you can balance out the skin as well as remove any excessive oil. The next one is use lightweight moisturizer. Now you want to use lightweight moisturizers, no heavy quick creams. nothing that has too many oils in it, nothing that is going to be too heavy and that's going to add to more oil on your skin. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be lightweight because your skin is going to produce the oils throughout the day, so you don't need a heavy cream like somebody with dry skin will need, because their skin doesn't produce a lot of sebum, versus your skin, my skin, we produce sebum like it's nobody's business. So I mean, you really don't need a lot of moisture. Now, does not mean to skip your moisturizer, not by any means. You still want to have some type of moisturizer on your face when you are using things that are going to strip, or not really strip, because, well, depending on what you're using. I'm more natural, so I don't use anything that strips my skin. But if you're using things that are probably not more natural, that have a little bit more harsher ingredients in them, they can strip the skin of their moisture. So you want to make sure you are just putting it back onto the skin and making sure that it's something that is nourishing. Okay, so a light moisturizer, right? Nothing too heavy. The next one is in the makeup realm. So like, let's say after you know, if you're a makeup wearer like me, you want to use mattifying makeup. Okay, you want to use makeup that is specifically targeted for mattifying your face. Okay, and also setting sprays. Now, I played around with a few setting sprays here and there. I haven't seen a big difference with setting sprays or primers. Sometimes they work a little bit, but I still feel my oils eventually push through. But primers and mattifying sprays, they can also help out a lot to keeping your skin as matte as possible along with the makeup, and for as long as possible. What did I say? They just help to keep your skin matte as long as possible. That's what I was trying to say. So utilizing those can be very beneficial. Also, like, let's say you're not really going to wear like a full face of makeup. What I like to do is take my powder and just dust my face. So like my Maybelline or my Tarte, I will take that and just dust my face before I leave the house. And that also, like my just bare skin, and that also just helps to keep your skin as matte as possible. So you can use a translucent powder, mattifying powder, or you can just use a powder that comes in your color of choice, okay, or your color skin match. All right, so that's another makeup tip. And then lastly, what I have is blotting sheets. Blotting sheets are going to be your best friend, or taking toilet seat covers and just cut those bad boys up, or tissue paper, if you have any tissue paper from anywhere, and you can take that with you. You will also blot your face as you can go throughout the day. Blotting papers, I really don't use them as much anymore. I just kind of let my skin do what it do. My skin is oily, and I just let it have its moments. Definitely can use blotting sheets to blot the face, to mattify the skin. A quick little tip, or something that I like to do, like let's say I'm at work and I notice that my skin is like overly oily, I would take a blotting sheet or like a toilet paper sheet, cut it up, whatever, and I would just blot like my main areas, like my cheeks, the middle of my forehead, maybe the side of my face, my cheeks here, that are really excessively oily. I will blot them, take my powder of choice that I used that day, and then I will go in and reset everything, and that works like a charm. I really do suggest removing the excessive oil first and then putting on a fresh layer of your powder. Don't put powder over oil. You will get just cakiness and it won't look good. So you want to at least dap the area first with a tissue paper or a blotting paper, and then apply your powder again, and you're gonna look, you know, matte once again. So those are my tips on how to manage your oily skin. And I'm gonna say manage oily skin. I'm not gonna say get rid of oily skin and that, because in my journey or with my skin, I just noticed it's gonna get oily. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's only a matter of when it's gonna get oily. When I first do my face, like in the morning, my face is so mattified. I'm like, yes. Then 2-3 hours in, we looking like this. So yeah, it just is what it is. But there are some ways to manage it, and Oily skin has its headaches, but it has its blessings as well. You'll be wrinkle free for a very long time. So with that being said, you guys, I will also leave all information down below, and also all previous videos about acne, etc., the whole playlist in the cards and down below for you to go and check out. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in a later video. Bye.